What's up, everybody? Jason here with All Terrain Coffee and Camping, and today I'm here to talk to you about a single-use style of coffee, and this is Wildland Coffee in a tea bag. Right. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to get a cup started because it takes between 5 to 8 minutes, and I'll talk to you while this is brewing. All right. So pretty simple. It's got a little slot here at the top. Carry it down the side. All right, before I actually take the bag out, let's adjust the camera for a minute here. There we go. So you want to put 8 ounces of water that I've already got measured out into your cup. And then you simply take out the tea bag. It's slightly attached there. I'm always careful when I do it, but it doesn't seem like it's going to really tear apart, have problems. And you just stick it in. Now, I always kind of like dipping it just a little bit there. Now, one thing I like, my coffee, I want my coffee to be really hot when I'm drinking it, especially starting out. So, with this being a 5 to 8 minute time, I've kind of been concerned about the temperature for me, the way I like it. So, what I do is, I've got it in my insulated infinity mug. I'm going to feed the paper tag through the lid, put the lid on my mug, and I'm just going to put the cap over it, and there we go. All right, so got it going here. And while this is going, let me adjust the camera back, and let me talk to you a little bit about Wildland Coffee. Okay, so it comes in 3 different roasts. So we've got the light, the medium, which is what I'm doing today, and the dark roast. So I have already drank at least 5 to 10 of each one of these roasts since I've gotten these in. I started out, I bought a 30 pack from them. I can't remember the price of the 30 pack offhand, but I bought a 30 pack. I think it was right around $30 or so. And that the variety pack is what I got. So it came with 5 of each flavor. When I say 30 pack, excuse me, a 15 pack. So, my bad. It was 5 of each flavor, and I honestly cannot tell you which one of these flavors I like the most. I actually really enjoy all 3 of them. The only reason I'm even doing the medium roast today is because I have more recently had the dark roast and the light roast. So I was like, let me do the medium today. All right, so just some quick things. Look at the back of the package here. And it's as simple as you bring 8 ounces of water to boil, place coffee bag in the water, soak the bag for 5 to 8 minutes or taste, and then you enjoy. Right? Not much to it. Now, I do have I'm not going to say a trick. It's nothing special that I do. I think it's a lot of people, especially people that drink tea, are just used to doing with tea bags. I will dunk my coffee at the end. If you look at the coffee, it's going to be hard for you to see this because of the lighting and the shelter I'm in today. But if you look at the coffee before you dunk, you'll see the color of the coffee, and as you dunk it, it's going to get a bit darker, right? Well, I'm going to say this: when it comes to dunking, and my suggestions on this, before you dunk, take a sip of it. See if it's, see what the flavor's like. As you dunk, if you dunk it 2 or 3 times, take a sip, right before you dunk it more, because dunking it does change the flavor. I've tried several different. I've tried without dunking. I've tried dunking it 2, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. I can't actually say that I found one that I think is necessarily better than the other. I can tell a slight difference in taste each time I do it. I do like it a little bit better after I dunk it than not dunking it, and that's a personal preference. It just adds more flavor to it. Something else I want to note, in case you get these, you'll notice on the bag that it does say tasting notes right here. And I just want to point out, this is real coffee. This is not instant coffee. And then also, that being said, this is not flavored coffee, right? So tasting notes is different than coffee that's been flavored. Coffee that's been flavored literally is what you think it is. Whatever method they use, they have infused a flavor to the bean. Whether they just dip it in there or they've got some other proprietary method that a company's come up with, that's not the case here. tasting notes are just where most of these companies will have experts that go through, and their job typically is to drink coffee. I've kind of thought about, when I get to a retirement stage, I get the kids out, maybe a coffee tester is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Retirement goals, right? Um, and as they're tasting the coffee, if there's particular flavors that they're tasting, that's where these tasting notes come from. So when you read this, so the light roast tasting notes are chocolate and strawberry, right? That does not mean that these have been flavored with chocolates and strawberry. Those are flavors that are being picked up. And I'm not going to go into the whole like the tasting notes thing, but it is similar to other drinks and wines and stuff like that where there's tasting notes. So anyway, let's see. So we're right around 5 minutes or so on this. I'm gonna go in and let's open this up. Open the lip on my coffee. So I'm just going to pop this up to relieve pressure. That's how these infinity mugs actually can be. Very slowly because it's still a very hot liquid inside. All right, let me set the lid to the side here. Like I said, I'm not even going to try to show you the color of the liquid. But what I like to do is I'll pull the tea bag out a little bit and just kind of let it drain and drip. And then I'll just dunk it. All right, so that's about 4 times. And then after I dunk it, I'm going to let it drain out again. I've seen people, especially like with tea bags, where they have gone and pressed out more of the liquid, the tea, coffee, whatever. Um, this is extremely hot. I tried doing it. I could always use a spoon to press it. To me, it's not that big of a deal. This all comes down at this point in time. It's all about your flavor preferencing. What you like. So I'm going to set this to the side. Something else I want to mention that's really cool, and it says on the package. Let me adjust my camera back here. So these bags. So right here, the coffee and the tea bag itself are compostable, and this pouch is recyclable. So the founder of this company, Zach, he does care. He really does care. So you can tell that they put a lot of thought into making sure that they're being right by the environment. And this smells really good. I really like the smell of it, and I love the flavor. So one thing that's also cool about this, I found myself recently, I had to go back to the office. I don't typically go into the office right now, but I had to go back into the office. And I was going to be there for a bit, so I went up to make a cup of coffee. And I wasn't digging the coffee at the office. Um, and then I remembered I actually had some of these in my bag. So yeah, it kind of saved the day that I pulled out the Wildland Coffee and made it right there beside another coffee machine. And I had an enjoyable cup of coffee while I was in the office that day. So anyway, um, check them out. I'll go on and tell you real quick the pricing on these things. So at the smallest configuration you can buy at, it's like, I think it's 10 of these pouches, and I think it runs around $20. Or you can get the variety pack, which is 15 pouches, and I believe it's like right at $30. Um, so puts it at $2 a cup. They do have options. If you decide, hey, I really like this, you can buy in bigger quantities and save. I think if you go to the next step up, and which I think is like 40 of these, it brings the cost down to about $1.60 or so a cup. And the biggest size he sells in, and also real quick, a quick note, if you get the variety pack, you do get a little bit more coffee in it because he's trying to keep it so that you get the same amount of each coffee bag. So, and the prices can vary because of that. But and then I think the next step up, which is going to be either 80 of these if you're getting a single flavor, or 90 if you get the variety pack, comes out to be about $1.25 a cup, I believe. So if you really like it and it's something you're like, hey, I might even drink this on a daily basis, or I travel a lot, it might be worth doing it. Anyway, I really enjoy this. This is something that will be going on backpacking trips with me. And I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you for your time today. Bye.